Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello.
It has been a couple weeks. We're apparently on session 43.
Oh my god.
So
Wow.
here's to that.
I have alcohol for once, but I will wait to have it until after I have food in my stomach because that is not a good plan.
That's a great.
I just made dinner, and then I ate right before the game, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get everything ready. So last time there was a lot of things that happened. You confronted Mavarax the Sixth. You learned that, well, first and foremost, Aera got her ass handed to her by her old master.
Twice.
Who taught her how to channel her ki, so that way she could actually like shoot lightning and like throw thunder and shit. On top of that, you met some old friends of Mavarax who informed you that there was in fact a bunch of people who were invited to the castle. You, of course, being people who pay the fuck attention, were able to figure out who was staying at the castle. You went there with every intent to storm the castle, but were greeted at the gates by Mavarax the Sixth himself, who invited you with open arms into his palace. You traveled into the palace. You met with Throkk, his wife, his daughter and son, and of course, Arranis' betrothed and his daughter. And there was some talk going on. A journal was found by Grace, who convinced everyone that she had performed the necessary removal of any kind of wards or things like that. But upon opening poor Arranis got slapped with a feeble mind spell.
Yeah, that's your wife.
That's also my wife. She's not magically gifted. I never said she was an arcane trickster.
She apologized profusely, but luckily, Sir Vernon was over here to fix it. There was a heated argument between Mavarax, the Sixth, and Mavarax the Seventh, and a battle ensued with Mavarax and his simulacri. And after the battle, where you allowed him to live, you found the missing journal pages, began to make sense of what was going on, when suddenly a dragon that has not been seen in this area for quite some time swooped down and placed himself roughly upon the throne, and declared that now that the protector, so to speak, was gone, that he was the ruler once again of this land. Corinth the Tyrant, you will remember, has not ruled in 50 years. That was because it took an entire army of Dragonborn to repulse him and put him back into his volcano lair and keep him in check.
Mm-hmm.
But again, since you have removed the king, who then, when you all ran away, when you tried to drag him along, he actually bamfed away from you guys and proceeded to try and fight the dragon.
Yeah.
You also learned that another hero, or another person, creature, had fallen in battle as well. That being the sage, as he was known, the ancient bronze dragon who brought you here in the first place. Arranis had some conversations with his sister, and it was eventually revealed that the people loved Mavarax the Sixth, and actually sought guidance from Mavarax the Seventh, and declared him king. You freed several of the members of the council, as well as the other people that were being held hostage under Mavarax the Sixth magic, and then went back to Aunt Cass to learn that she is the sage's sister, permanently and forever stuck in a human form due to some ancient curse. And she gave you one of his only possessions, that if he were to be defeated in battle, he wished to pass on to his successor, that of course being Mavarax, and the item being the Rod of Lordly Might. That about catches us up, yes?
It's about time.
Now, before we go any further, I hate to delay you this much. My cats are yelling at me to feed them.
Sure.
We understand.
I will give you time to figure out what the fuck you want to do next, because there's currently a dragon sitting on the throne, and not the kind that you want.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the throne.
Yeah, not the kind that we
that's
want.
not the kind we want.
So, step one, right?
Were we just gonna bamf back over there?
I thought that was the plan.
I thought the plan was...
We're going to take Aunt Cass to the Sage's Hoard first. And then
Yeah.
back.
And
Potentially grab some things from the Hoard ourselves.
Yeah.
If allowed to. I believe Vernon requested in particular a pair of wings.
I really don't think we have the firepower to take the dragon on in a head-on fight just yet.
So what we do,
which is why I'm advocating that we set a trap for the dragon. You know.
So what we
the
do
dragon
is, why don't we go to Illianor's hut and then make our way over, because she can't turn back into her dragon form and fly us there, correct?
Right.
She
She's
might
stuck.
have a rune sequence that I can use that'll get us much closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask Cass
So-
about that, and then
Also, we could just teleport next to it. We've been to the lighthouse.
all right. I forget that we have teleport now.
Yeah.
Also, I was sort of hoping. So while we're going to look and see if there's anything neat in the Hoard, like a sword of dragon slaying or something like that. Maybe I know Vernon was planning on trying to set up a trap using some of the wards in the throne room.
Well, some of the
So
boys in the
maybe-
throne room, maybe seeing if there's stuff around like the
Yeah.
castle that
So
can be
Vernon-
used.
Vernon
Yeah.
and Seven can work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Just anything that we can use to pin and keep the dragon here as long as possible.
Hey, it's good that you have that the headband of intelligence now.
Right. Yeah. I have a fancy hat now.
You have a fancy hat. You're better at.
Oh, we're gonna have to share that for a little while.
Sure. No, Vernon will never give up his hat.
What's the next milestone experience-wise for 15?
Oh shit.
I don't think I looked.
Whoa.
165000.
All right.
I get to change my title.
King.
Yeah, I've got Diamond Soul now. Woohoo!
I have some very important spells.
My spirit shield is no longer just a reduction; it reflects the damage.
Nice.
I do need to, at some point, after we acquire money, make some serious reagent purchases.
Oh damn it! I do not have
Yeah.
resistance to fire.
Has Arranis' inspiration die bumped from a 10 yet?
No.
Okay, just making sure for my macros.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think that happens... That happens
Later.
a long time from now.
Isn't that like level 16 or no? Level 18?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So we have I didn't say it was good. I'm not going to say it's good, but we have a plan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So our plan currently is Seven and Vernon are going to look into magical fortifications and rune sequences within the throne room to see what they can do to try to set a trap. The rest of us are going to talk with Cass, see if she has, and take her back to the lighthouse and down below into the lair.
Yeah.
And see if maybe we can take, if there's like, if the dragon has been hoarding away items of dragon slaying so people can't use them against him or something like that, we'll just take those off.
Just helpful thing.
We'll take that sword of dragon slaying right off her hands. Oh my gosh, bean number 1!
Be number 1.
Bean number
Oh,
1!
damn it. I have to update Throkk then, too. Fuck.
Because
I'm-
Throkk is
I'm
be number
approaching-
2, right?
I'm approaching 4 lines.
Dear God.
I think Roland has 4 lines now.
Bean number toast.
All right. So let's see those plans in action. So what was the first thing that you wanted to do with Mavarax and Vernon?
We were gonna search the castle for anything that Mav 6 had left behind, any kind of runes that we can alter for our own use.
Yeah, anything we can use to pin down the dragon here, keep the dragon here as long as possible. I don't know, like maybe
Anything we can do to keep him around, or do as much to him as we can in one foul swoop.
He had a whole bunch of guards and wards up, but it was primarily stuff that was like, I'm going to not let people spy on me, sort of thing.
Well, the good news is that provides us with a great place to plan.
All his like damaging things were small things like in journals and things like that to punish people who were spying on him.
Yeah.
It was not.
Are there any other things around the castle, not specifically stuff that Mavarax 6 had, that might be good, like repurpose
just,
like ballista or
for example, the throne room had those like walls of force around the fountains and the shocking columns. Do those still work?
Yeah,
Can
and
we make
if so,
those work
could they like
Those things, that stuff in the fight, it seems to be dormant at this point. It seemed to have been activated just by Mavarax, like his presence and understanding of like the arcane ley lines and whatnot.
Is there any way that like could sort of study them and see if I could figure out a way to like give them a brief recharge or something?
You can make an Arcana check and see if there's anything that you can alter. And try.
While he's taking a look at what to alter, I just want to see if there's anything useful that he left around, any items.
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah. So
Shit.
there's not really anything useful necessarily to you. There's a lot of books and things like that, but otherwise, nothing's super useful in terms of like. There's like sets of armor and things like that down in the armory, but nothing's very. Nothing. It's all mundane. There's nothing that's like magical in terms of like weapons and armor.
Sure.
Okay. Well, that plan is crushed. Can I take a look around at the townsfolk and just see like what's the general vibe? Walk around, see if anybody needs to talk to me.
All right. Where do you go? Is the question. Because there's different areas of the city. There's like the guild districts. There's the.
Do I have time to hit all of them?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'll take a walk right through everything.
I mean, everywhere you go, people crowd around you and are asking you questions and are wondering about, are we going to have to sacrifice people to the dragon? What are we going to have to do? What are we going to have to do? Everyone seems very, very scared and terrified.
I will have a general reply of the sacrificing people to just say we will keep it to livestock. There is a plan for now. If anybody needs to talk to me, my door is always open, etc., etc., etc.
Okay. As you go into like the slums and whatnot, you are swarmed by people who are begging for various things. They're begging for change and things like that, and they're along with reassurance.
About how many people are there?
Easily 20 or 30.
I mean, I'll give them all 2 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just basically like handing out money to these people, and they thank you profusely, and they run away off to various different places. And finally, this old woman, very haggard looking, long silvery hair, human, weirdly enough, in this area. Well, not necessarily weirdly in this place, because of the kind of the rigid caste system. The Dragonborn are all, as they are, but every other race that exists in here is basically like the Untouchables. So it's not too uncommon to see a human around here.
Mm-hmm.
And she walks up, she's kind of leaning on this cane. She comes up to you and says, "Aye, so generous for a king."
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you're welcome.
It is said that a wise ruler always knows what is going on in his kingdom. But I always found that kindness goes farther.
Tell me more about this. Would like to know what you all think.
You are young.
I mean, I'm not that young, but
Oh, child, you don't know. You have seen many things. I can see it in your eyes. But there is so much more out there that you do not know. Wisdom comes with experience, but more importantly, wisdom comes with learning from our mistakes, understanding the people that we are. Wisdom takes a toll on one's mind, one's life. The question is, do you wish to pay that toll?
Gotta pay the troll toll.
I think it's something else fault.
what is your name?
Oh, my name is not important, not to a king like you.
It's very important to a king like me.
If you would know, they call me the Guardian Mother.
Have I heard this name before?
Yes, you have. Make an intelligence with advantage.
Oh God, not intelligence.
Nah.
Huh?
Off in the distance,
Oh,
Illianor
man.
weeps.
Oh,
I know you've heard this name.
Oh, Mike
Wait.
went silent for me.
Oh, sorry, I hit a button.
There we go.
So
There we
you know you've heard this name before. It is a name that has been drilled into your head. But with everything that's been going on lately, you just can't seem to recall it right now.
God damn it. Ugh.
She just kind of reaches out and gently, like, touches your face. So soon we forget our elders. Come with me, young one. There's much to discuss. And she slowly walks down an alleyway.
I go with her.
Okay.
and Mavarax dies.
The Seven Daggers appreciate your donation.
It was Zed the whole time.
Hmm.
So
I was never really on your side.
My allegiance is to the crown.
Which is mine now.
Shink.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna go some pistachios.
Ugh. respectfully loot it.
Well, that's essentially what we're gonna do, and I wanted to have a shorthand available.
Yeah.
Well,
It just makes me chuckle, that's all. Because I'm
man,
like,
this,
I'm just picturing like we go there and we're doing like the sign of the cross or whatever before we like burgle his horde. Or whatever the thing for Bahamut would be.
Well, I want you to know that my plan is to purchase enough gold to cast contingency on myself to heal my ass up.
Just
Alright, what's the trigger?
Pops up to 1 hit point after you get knocked down.
Oh no! 5th level cure wounds.
Okay.
This is an important detail because here's what the trigger is going to be. I hit 0 HP,
yes.
which means everything else, so long as I don't die of massive damage, doesn't matter because I will just be stable and at a lot of hit points.
Yeah, that's a good use of contingency. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
that's excellent.
P.S. I'm gonna be purchasing I'm gonna be purchasing diamonds for resurrection. Please don't make me
Maybe
use them.
we'll find them in the horde. And
Maybe.
Take them. Probably not.
Oh shit, that reminds me. Do I still have diamond dust for removal?
I think you have one more use.
Hmm?
I think you have one more use of Revivify left for the... Or not Revivify. Right, you used some for Restoration.
Mm-hmm.
I think you had enough Diamond Dust for 2 uses of Revivify. But I don't know what it is now after you used Greater Restoration.
Ray restoration was.
I think that's 100.
Oh, it's 100. So I still have one left.
Okay, cool. And now 4 restorations.
What do you think they're talking about?
Oh wow.
We're probably talking about plans. Deal with the red dragon.
Yeah, I mean, so that's definitely the gold dragon.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
I
I want to say obviously without being condescending, but yeah, obviously it's the gold dragon.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, no, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that outright in case somebody forgot from 2 weeks back, which is okay because a lot of stuff happens.
Yeah.
I
I didn't tell you about the very secret dragon slaying holy avenger that's buried beneath the city.
I am so scared about living through the dragon fight.
That is gonna be.
PK.
Why am I moving?
You know,
Why I am here? Damn it!
Arranis guys, you can always go back to playing Bite.
No.
He
But-
is very.
Who is
Anyone
moving
else?
Throkk and why?
Who is
Even
moving
I
me?
didn't like Vite.
Is it you?
What?
Is it you?
Is what me?
One moving Vite. Oh, not
No.
Vite. Sorry. Throkk.
No, that's Kyle.
Mm.
I'm trying to keep Throkk and Rivers Keep because that's where the fuck we are.
Yeah, you are right.
I'm just
It's Mike.
Oh.
He's showing. There's something. I was gonna say Mavarax.
Zabarax.
That's one way to pronounce it. Stove, calm down, buddy. Yeah, if there's ever a fight that'll actually take one of us out, it's gonna be this red dragon fight, and then immediately followed by the Draco Lich fight.
if I live, then most likely I can bring everyone back to life.
So what I'm hearing is I should use my efforts to keep you alive as best as I can.
Yeah. What I'm hearing is protect the healers.
Global invulnerability.
Can't cast touch spells.
Aha.
You know, like cure wounds.
You're welcome.
I can't reach through the magical hamster ball.
That's okay. It'll finally give me an opportunity to use fucking chain lightning on something.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
It's a special meta magic quality. Fucking.
Magic.
Fucking fireball.
On the red dragon, that's immune to fire.
No, it's a fucking fireball.
So it's a con save instead of a.
We're... Let's see.
1 sec. I'll be right back.
That's a long conversation.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
know.
is.
I'm looking down at my watch.
I
Very
can't
condescendingly.
tell if he's like, oh my gosh, or if he's like writing stuff down.
He doesn't have his hands around his head, so I'm gonna say he's writing something.
Oh boy. Yeah, because I'm not a barbarian anymore, I'm worried about even Throkk going down in this fight, even though, like, who knows how often that breath weapon's going to come back.
Okay. So one thing that I do have now is Diamond Soul. So
You're proficient in every saving throw,
I'm
right?
proficient in every save, and I can re-roll failed. Or I can roll saves twice.
Yeah, by spending a key point or something.
By spending a key point, I can re-roll a failed save.
Yeah.
So what I kind of want to see if I can manage is, get the dragon to. Well, if I get in melee range with the dragon, then
Because that's a good idea.
yeah. Well, but like,
I know.
It's hard for the
I
dragon
need
to
to
hit
do
me,
it too.
at least comparatively. Does Rotting Weapon might give you reach? Can you stay back like a little bit a ways from it so that it's harder for it to hit you?
It does not let me. None of the functions allow me to outreach a dragon. It's an
Okay,
ancient red, so it's gonna have a reach
Yeah.
of like 15
Yeah.
feet.
That's fair. Okay.
No, I'm
Well-
gonna get up in that.
So
I'm gonna punch it.
one thing that I have noticed Mike does is he sort of treats the dragon like it has facing, and it doesn't really. But if somebody closer to the back, he'll have it hit them with the tail, and the
Mhm.
person closer to the front will get hit with the claws and the bite. So maybe what we should try to do is have Aera in the front and Throkk in the back.
So one thing that I'm going to be doing is probably first turn of fight with dragon. I will be casting Enervation so that I have like a stream of hit points coming back to me from the dragon,
Yeah,
and because it's Dex save, and
yeah.
uh,
Ancient Red Dragon is a terrible deck save.
Uh-huh.
But metagaming, of course.
Yeah.
Legendary
Resistances.
resistances.
Yeah.
True.
But
Well,
you can at least burn the resistances down.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I'm raging and I hit it, it's gonna be forced to hit me if it doesn't want disadvantage on its attacks against something.
Cool. So that's a good way of drawing aggro. I will say, don't worry at all about hitting me with a radius or AOE attack. I will dodge it.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. Just drop them.
I will definitely
I'll
be
get
casting
advantage on those
stars
if they're
before the
dex
dragon
based.
gets to us.
You should
Like as it's approaching.
you should definitely be a
Um,
dodge tank. Like bonus action dodge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can set up. Well, so I can set up patient defense with a key point, except I have a cloak of displacement, which basically does that anyway.
Also, if
unless it already hits me once.
if I hit it while I'm raging, even
Mhm.
if it hits you once, it'll still have disadvantage.
Nice. Okay. So we'll try to stack some debuffs on it in that way. I'll see if I can get it to burn through some of its resistances.
Okay.
By hitting it
What's
with
this
some-
say about it being a
Okay,
cage?
then I might save my Enervation for after it's burned through some.
Yeah, save your innovation for after it's burned through its resistances. Because innovation is a 7th level spell?
No, 5th.
5th. Okay, I don't know.
On the,
what level slots you have.
So on the event that, in the event that it does actually manage to hit you, once per round I'll have a reaction to, as long as we're within 30 feet of each other, I'll have a reaction to throw my spirit shield at you, reducing damage by 4d6.
Nice.
Nice.
reflecting that onto it. And let me double check one thing. Also, if it manages to hit you, you're going to have resistance to the damage that it hits you with
Awesome. Cool.
because of
Cool.
my pestering ancestors.
Yeah. And I
When are we going to have grandkids?
No,
That question's been answered.
yeah.
I can also wholeness of body at one point during the fight. I assume we'll all be going in with ample temporary hit points.
Yeah.
There
Yes.
will definitely be a speech, mostly consisting of. So this is happening.
So, how do we feel about putting the dragon in a force cage?
If it can work, if we burn through those
Can I hit it
resistances.
through a force cage?
It's a 20-foot cube on each
No.
So
side.
will I be in the force cage with it?
No, but I can make it so that it's bars instead of a solid thing, so matter can pass through it.
Pass it. Okay.
It would mostly just prevent it from escaping.
How
If it
big
can,
is
That's
this going to
That's
be?
good. If we can keep it from like flying it back to our flank and like keeping Arranis
let me
alive,
read
that
it.
would be
Hold-
fantastic.
How big? How does anyone remember how large was the token that we saw last time?
I don't think we
Is
should.
it 20 by 20?
I want to say it was 15 by 15.
Let's see here. A prison
Was it-
can be shaped for a cage up to 20 feet on a side. Okay.
But it's ancient. It's an ancient red. Isn't that gargantuan?
Yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like maybe the token was.
So basically, there'd be no room for it to move, which is the point of the force
Yeah.
cage.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That means it can't fly away and fly back to where Vernon.
Earthbind is
Arranis,
also a-
are-
Oh, yeah,
For that too.
Oh, I've got Earthbind and that prepared. Don't worry about that.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
so excited. I
Just
just saw his whole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do wait to try Force Cage or Earthbind until we've burned its resistances, though.
The force cage doesn't require a save.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you can definitely, yeah, you can do that then. No big deal.
Yeah.
I've never used Force Cage before. I've never been this high level in any game we've played. And
Should I throw up the text box for you to read if you want it?
Yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
I'll throw it up for you. Here you go.
Zeus, I'm like, oh, he's so excited. I just saw his knuckle click.
You guys don't even know.
No, we don't. That's the beauty of Roll20 and its whisper function.
Yeah.
You should be able to have multiple people in the whisper.
You can have up to 2, I think.
Son of a.
Oh.
Okay, so it's half an inch wide.
All right. So Mavarax, what do you want to do?
Stab.
I continue my journey along the rest of everything, and then when I'm done with that, I will head back to Vernon.
Hello.
All right, Vernon. When Mavarax approaches you, he seems different. He seems not necessarily like stronger in the sense of like bigger muscles or something, but just there's an aura about him that just seems more powerful. You also notice that his shield now seems to have 5 spokes around it with a pure platinum dot. Not necessarily like a dot, but like a pure platinum circle in the center.
Well, so you've made progress, yes?
That's one word for it. I found out a lot of things about this dragon that we're gonna be fighting.
Okay.
Part of it is that our entire plan is ruined.
Oh, great. Yes, I was sort of coming to that conclusion, trying to rework the things in here.
Yes.
Working.
So I ran into
Y'all froze on me for a minute.
this person who turned out
And now I'm missing
to be her name's the
Mavin
guardian
Throkk.
mother.
God damn it.
She turned out to be the gold dragon of this place.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, well, that's fascinating. The gold.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry. Gotta separate. Oh, the gold dragon. You don't say.
And she told me a lot of things on top of giving me a bunch of scales. By the way, here's one, and I hand Vernon a gold scale.
Oh, yes. Very good.
I don't know what you're gonna do with that, but I've got some. Also, here's the fun part.
in my breast pocket. Yes. Bracelet.
Yeah, your bracelet of dragon scales.
Yeah, you butt.
Yeah, but The most
Excellent.
kingly of all insults.
And then the bracelet
But-
of dragon scales that we all have. that
You
we can
what?
It's a
gather.
it's a
I'm gonna bring the-
rebuttal.
Oh,
You know-
no, I don't.
Oh, well,
Does
you
Vernon
can-
not have one?
I think he does.
I thought he had one.
I thought he had one. If he didn't, the Giants gave him one.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't have one on my sheet, so.
Anyways, the red dragon,
I don't think any of us
he is extremely prideful and crafty. And one
Crafty.
thing is that he will not take defeat lightly. In the sense that when this whole time when he was not quote unquote active,
Mm-hmm.
he was active and he was going to Minist and taking dwarven slaves back to his lair
Oh,
in the
goody.
volcano. And if he dies outside of that volcano is rigged to burst.
Oh! Well,
So
the trap plan probably won't work then.
I was advised to fight him in the throne room, and he is prideful enough to not want to die there. So if we fight him and damage him in the throne room enough, he will offer a battle at the volcano.
Alright.
Which we should take, and we should not dilly-dally getting there. My thought is we have plenty of priests and paladins within Corrin.
Yes.
We fight them in the throne room, we go and we all get as healed as possible by the priests and paladins, and then go
Mhm.
fight them in the volcano.
Have them sort of waiting in the wings on retainer.
Yes.
Very well.
Also, the volcano's very hot.
Yes.
I
I
was-
sort of. I did manage. I do have a hat that makes me smarter now. I did figure that part out.
Yes. It was told to me that it's kind of like the breath that he wields.
Oh.
Anyways, this one will be for the rest of the people as I regale this. I will probably be regaling this whole thing, just so I'm just going to say everything I know now instead of having to repeat it all when everybody gets here.
Why not?
Do not fly. Well, try not to fly while we're in there, because there is a massive updraft in the volcano, and you will be taken very high up in the air.
Ah, good. I had been not planning to fly, so that's good.
Bring me wings, said Vernon.
I want wings in general. Voice in my head.
So, where is the volcano?
Did she tell me about that?
She did tell you where it was. It's actually kind of. It's like minuscule. It's like right in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Near the uncharted island of nonsense.
As opposed to being minuscule, which would be down here. Ha! Be a-
Or a menace tool, which is fight.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're gonna just go like that. We're gonna give it one of those.
Yep.
We're gonna go on to the red, and we're gonna go.
That
There you go.
is a
Yeah.
volcano, yeah.
There you go. That's where it is.
So, if it's a...
Let's give this
Oh.
bad boy a little more detail.
Why do we care if it erupts?
Because it'll kill
People die.
Because there's people inside the volcano, and also all of the horde that we could get from him.
Okay.
If we kill him outside the volcano explodes, and all the people and treasure is forfeit.
Yes, and we kind of want those things.
Guys, we've done a good job.
Who wrote that?
Yes.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
I. What more? Too many.
So, sounds like first stage is something to cast with the volcano, not
Mhm.
the...
What would Aera say
All
right
this
now?
is happening.
Yeah.
Throkk orders a plate at the Sleeping Giant. No.
Yeah, let's cut over to the sleeping giant.
All right, while you do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, sleeping giant where Throkk is, not Cornin with the rest of everybody else as somebody who is trying to control my token and tries to make me believe.
Well, technically, almost all of you, except for Vernon and Mavarax, are over at the Sleeping Giant. And
Split the party. Split the only occasion where it's okay to do that.
You guys do that all the
it
time.
was supposed to be an RP session.
Echo's in a pocket dimension right now. He's fine.
All right. So, what are you guys doing right now?
I am.
Arranis is going to try
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
that-
as persuasive as possible.
This is Aranis' wheelhouse.
As far as assistance goes, Throkk has done look very convincing. Actually,
I'm gonna go.
This is fantastic. We should, yeah.
What am I specifically doing?
We are going to ask Cass if she would like to
All right.
go to, and then also allow us to look through. That was just vague enough to work.
So, Aunt Cass.
Yes.
We are going to take you there, take you to where Sage lived post haste.
I appreciate the offer, but I got a bar to run.
How many
I
barmaids does she have? Employees does she have underneath her?
Just a couple.
Can we just do a day trip?
It would be nice to see it before it's gone.
These two may be a little light in the muscle department, but they've got the brains. They know spells that can get us there and back.
Yeah.
All right, let's go then.
All right. Aranis, who wants to do the one that goes
Well,
there?
Before we go, I want to broach this now so that I'm not compromising someone for their emotional status. I want to do this ethically.
Okay.
We would like to.
With permission.
We would like to take from Sage's hoard.
Only things that would be nothing but beneficial to the current
To
predicament at hand.
resolve the dragon issue.
We just trying to save the world.
I myself would be willing to return anything that we take.
Absolutely.
We don't want to take a single copper without your expressed permission. And express permission and clear on what's good to leave.
You may not take a single copper.
The
You have to
rod
take
was the only thing that my brother said that he wanted to be given away. The rest of it, to put his, to hear him say it, let the sea reclaim it.
I would like. Do you think his tone would change for the removal of the person who slayed him? I asked persuasively.
Do it as like a loan. Do it as like a loan.
As a borrowing sort of thing.
Make a roll.
I'll throw it in the ocean myself.
Oh look, I threw it in this place where the ocean is gently lapping against the shore. Oh look, I found a thing.
I will allow you to take one thing. And one thing alone.
which is
You may decide what that is, and it must be returned, of course, to the sea. Just as my brother requested.
Does the sea mean any sea, or does it need to be that spot in the sea?
Either
I
is an
would
option.
prefer it be that spot in the sea,
Why
but
I was about to say.
Either is doable.
I
I should say.
suppose I can't be picky.
I didn't want to mess this up later. I wanted to make sure that we were paying our respects dutifully. We will attempt to acquiesce as much as we can.
Yeah.
So, shall you teleport us there? Because I don't have a sigil sequence in the area.
Oh, sure.
Not yet.
I'll use my teleport spell. Just take us there because we've been there. Or just to the outside of the lighthouse.
You end up at the lighthouse. You notice that the tides are coming a lot quicker than you remember.
Oh, yeah.
We need
So,
to take a quick
Time
look.
limit. Time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do this fast.
We would like to search the area for the different various magical items. I think we'd like to gather them so we don't drown. And then we will
Alright.
throw the rest in the sea and keep one.
Yay. I'll throw up detect magic. So that we instantly know. Unless anyone else has detect magic and would like to do it.
I'll
I'll aid.
Throkk will also do that. Because
I'll
that
de-
is how Throkk knows something special.
Yeah, so we'll detect magic, and then we'll point Aera at the thing that she needs to go grab, and
Yeah.
Get it.
There's a handful of magic items. It's a little bit hectic.
'Cause there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. But you are able to locate things. You find a small stone. Yeah, you find a small stone, a ring, figure out what the last thing is.
Ooh, Storm's here.
Storms here.
I can almost hear that old man in the raincoat to this day.
Oh yeah, it's
Storms.
Very and pretty. Oh yeah, that's quite a lot of time.
And a rod. These are the three things you find: a rod, a stone, and a ring.
what does identify tell us?
The rod is a rod of resurrection.
Alright, hold on. Keep going.
The ring is a ring of spells turning,
Okay.
and the stone is an iron stone of regeneration.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh,
the Deathly Hollows. Got it.
yep.
No.
Kind of, but they're
There's no cloak of invisibility, I know.
No, then maybe there is, but we just can't see it.
We have to wait for Arranis. He disappeared for some reason. I think he went to go take a piss.
Let's explain it in game where he's just like.
Oh, that'll be good. Oh. Oh.
yeah.
he's just staring at like he's baffled.
I'm gonna look at these things because I have not come across any of these before. I've never had to roll on a table that high. If that's okay with you, Mike, I'm going to look at these items.
Yeah, go for it.
What's that? The hand and eye of Vecna?
Delicious.
Ironstone regeneration is you regain 15 hit points at the end of each hour. This pearly white spindle orbits your head. Red, you have at least 1 hit point. So 15 hit points an hour. That's more of a downtime-y sort of thing.
Resurrection
Taking
is oh, I just had it. Where'd it go?
I guess just pull these up.
Requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or paladin. It has 5 charges. When you hold it, you can use an action to cast heal, dispense 1 charge,
Or resurrection, which is all
5. There is 1 expended charge daily. It's reduced to 0 charges. If you roll 1 on a d20, it disappears in a burst of radiance. So this is neat, but we have to have 7 use it. Because
And then the Ring of Spell Turning. While wearing this ring, you have advantage
none
on
of us are clerics, druids, or paladins.
While wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws against spells that target only you, not area of effect. In addition, if you roll a 20 on the save and the spell is 7th level or lower, the spell has no effect on you and instead targets the caster. Using the slot level, same spell save DC, attack bonus, and spellcasting ability by the caster. That would have been fantastic for the fight that we were in before,
Yeah.
for 1 turn. So it's not going to be super helpful against a dragon with a breath weapon.
I think that Rod of Resurrection might be good to have.
It seems like the most useful thing.
Yeah.
In the
Like,
event that
if
Arranis
somebody-
goes down.
Yeah, if Arranis goes belly up, or if Vernon dies, or one of our.
Well, if Arranis goes belly up, who's gonna use the staff?
It has to be a paladin.
It has to be a paladin.
Oh, it does?
Cleric, druid, or paladin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Rod of
Unless you would count a celestial warlock.
No.
So, yeah,
Paladin.
only a divine caster can use the rod.
Yeah.
So it has to be Mavarax. And you can, if he saves it until the end of the fight.
He's shield.
You on Stone's
I'm
useless.
trying to think what else.
Yeah.
So yeah, what
I don't think he has
what is
anything else,
Mavarax
right?
attuned to?
Oh.
Zeus.
It's attuned to the shield.
Zeus.
And
The shield and the sword, right?
Zeus.
But he could spend
Zeus,
some
man.
time to unattune.
Zeus. I don't know if you can hear me. Zeus.
Sorry, I could hear you.
What are you attuned to currently?
I believe my shield.
And that's it?
And I think that's it. And it's just
ODM.
1.
Plus
ODM.
1 longsword, which I believe
Oh,
doesn't.
DM. How many
That
attunement
doesn't
slots
require
does the
attunement.
shield take? Or how many attunement slots does the shield take up currently?
1.
Just 1.
Perfect. So
It
we
used
can
to
have
be
we
2.
can have Mavarax. We can have a Mavarax attuned to his shield, the Rod of Lordly Might, and the Rod of Resurrection, and then he's capped out.
Mm.
That's if we deal with the Rod.
I think that of the things we found, the rod is the most useful.
Jim,
Yeah.
amongst the 3 items, I know you were probably listening to some of the conversation, but
Yeah.
amongst those 3 items, do you agree on taking the Rod?
What does the Ion Stone of Regeneration do?
15 per hour.
Yeah, 15 hit points per hour, provided you have 1 hit point.
That's nice
That
for
is-
travel, but we're gonna have an army of clerics and paladins to heal us after the initial scuffle.
And the Ring of Spell Turning is
Advantage on saving throws against single target spells if they target you. On a nat 20, you redirect the spell with the same spell level, spell DC, and attack roll against the caster.
I would say
But we're fighting a
that
dragon.
against the dragon, that's not going to help us out. I do think that against dragons in general, that's not going to help us out.
The Draco Lich, it would be fantastic.
Which
Potentially.
makes us, which leaves us in the position for the Rod of Resurrection. My concerns with the Rod of Resurrection is that the only person who can use it
Is Mavarax.
is Mavarax, and Mavarax is going to be in a position of potentially in a very lethal position the majority of the time he's fighting.
The thing we were saying though is, in case the dragon starts to target you, although
Yeah,
due to narrative, it'll probably target the next king in line. But in case the dragon targets you, he'll have it. He can resurrect you. But if do you have enough of the components for casting resurrection yourself?
I need to buy them.
Once-
I'm incredibly strapped for gold.
So one thing, after we get to the Dragon's Horde, we probably have enough money to get somebody in town to resurrect people. One thing that Mavarax could do, if he has the Rod of Resurrection, is cast Heal on himself.
And or he can cast it 5 times.
He can cast Heal on
gives
himself
brings
5
gives you
times.
70 hit points.
Yeah.
And you
So
do that 5 times.
yeah. So even if we're not using it to resurrect somebody in the event that somebody gets ganked, Mavarax, who is going to probably be targeted the most, can use it to heal himself.
I do like the fact that we now have redundancy in our
Mm-hmm.
please
I'll
don't
be
stay
right
dead.
back.
I'm already
Autumn
resistant
cast-
to everything.
Autumn cast
almost
summon
everything.
fiance. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Alright.
And everybody will be resistant to everything if I attack him before he attacks you.
I need.
Okay,
I just.
I have a very important question. What are these what is these bracelets?
It's literally just a bracelet that has dragon scale for each dragon that we've killed or the metallics that we've encountered, and it helps with saving the world.
Okay. Okay, so I have one with the gold. Or sorry,
The scales that we have so far are now for you gold,
Copper.
black, brass, silver, copper,
would you guys have had an extra
blue,
black?
white, and bronze. Yeah.
We don't
would
have blue. We don't have blue.
I
Yeah.
have
Well,
blue is the first one I have.
We hit.
Okay, we have one from a young. We don't have one from the
Right.
blue dragon.
So we're realistically missing red and blue.
Green.
Once Mavarax distributes the scales, right?
Oh wait, we would have a green scale from when we.
Yeah.
I have down
Green.
blue, black, silver, brass, copper, green, bronze, gold.
We would have green. I forgot to put it in there.
We're missing red, and we're missing a blue from the Draco Lich.
Mhm.
I don't think the young dragon's blue scale is going to cut it for whatever this is used for.
Probably not.
And if anything, what Mike is probably going to have us replace every other chromatic scale with the head honcho of each realm of those varying tiers of difficulty of chromatic dragon.
That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
That sounds like Mike.
Small.
Also, by the way, I have resistance to fire, acid, cold, lightning, thunder, necrotic, and radiant.
Oh, that's going to have to come in. Oh, you kept the necrotic resistance? I thought that got released.
That does not have a choice.
Eh.
And my breath weapon is 60 feet long. It's a 10 by 60 foot long.
Nice.
Throkk will
Jeez.
still, in any chance possible, will still stay next to you to make it look like a dragon breath is coming out of his mouth. Ah.
I do think that the Rod of Resurrection is the optimal take.
Alright.
Yeah. The other ones are a bit.
Throkk and Mira, or not Mira, that's my other game that I'm running. Throkk and Aera will have a throwing competition so you can throw their stone or ring further.
Alright.
Do you want the Throkk is accustomed to throwing rocks.
I'll throw the ring.
So
Throkk the rock.
Is it yeet for distance coding characteristic?
Yes.
Yes. So acrobatics, strength or dex check.
Yeah.
the rock, John.
Yeet.
I should have yeeted it.
Damn.
Yeet!
I should have raged.
Throw!
Let my primal fury unleash.
So Pathfinder has a deity that was literally risen to godhood because he was such a great athlete that that after his death, other athletes around the world would like call his name to invoke his power, and eventually two of the prime deities in the Galarian setting went, well, all of these people are already praying to this guy. Why don't we just take his soul and make him a god? And so they did. And so I was like, this guy is officially played by Kobe Bryant. Like,
Alright, so we should be good for a while. Fed the cats.
Good.
Autumn's laying down. She's gonna watch Netflix and then go to sleep. So,
So we decided to pick the Rod of Resurrection.
And then
okay.
Aera and Throkk yeeted the ring and stone into the ocean.
Yes.
She was more
Excellent.
accurate than I was than strong. than I
But
was
yeah,
strong.
you got it. You skipped the stone a good couple times, and the ring just
Oh, we're back. Hey.
perfect little like
Number 10 minus
droplets.
8. Forgot I did that.
All right, so now what shall you do?
Now we're gonna head to Paladin, right?
Yes. Well, we need to bring Aunt Cass back to her bar
Right.
because we said it was a day trip.
Yes.
I don't care if you ever get your dragon form back. You are always going to be Aunt Cass. Especially to Mika.
Oh.
You're damn right.
You're damn right.
You guys are going to be providing me with money for reagents, right? So that living happens.